It's a draft. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Guess what? It's the weekend, so we're gonna be baking. I've been craving donuts and I was planning on making a video of these Chinese donut sticks, which are deep fried but super delicious. And I thought instead of frying the donuts, I'm just gonna bake the donuts. So today we are going to be making some baked jammy donuts. Okay, so I've been looking forward to the weekend to be able to bake these and get to try these. So you know what? Let's just start. We're gonna start off by adding some flour, some sugar, salt, and some yeast. Now you're gonna whisk all of that together. And then we're gonna add the wet ingredients, okay? So I'm just gonna warm this milk up to 110 degrees. Okay, perfect. So some warm milk, and then we're gonna add melted butter, egg yolks, and vanilla extract.
It's a draft. Yeah.
Now we're going to just cover this up with a cling film and leave it at room temperature for 10 minutes. You'll slowly see bubbles starting to form on the top surface. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. Now it's time to add the rest of the flour. So we're gonna slowly just mix that up until it forms like a dough and the dough doesn't stick to the bowl, okay?
I wanna love all I can on you. No one really knows when it's all said and done.
Now, once the dough starts to form and is not sticking to the bowl, we're gonna move on to our hands, all right? You can just add a little bit of flour to that, which is what I'm going to do now. And then you're just gonna slowly knead that for 5 minutes in the bowl. If it's sticking to your hands, you can add a little bit of flour. You're gonna knead this dough until it's soft and smooth and the dough shouldn't stick to dry hands. Okay, so your dough is ready. We're gonna cover this up and then leave it to rise for 1.5 hours. So now it's been 1.5 hours. The dough has been resting. It's kind of doubled in size there. And then we're gonna turn the dough out. Now just a bit of flour on the top. Okay, now we're gonna roll this out. We're gonna use a cookie cutter. This is 7 centimeters, and you're gonna cut them very close so you don't waste the dough. So you're gonna keep going and just keep them close to each other. Okay, so I have 12 here. I'm just gonna cover this with a tea towel and let that sit at room temperature for 45 minutes before we bake it, okay? So with the leftover dough, you always re-roll this dough and just make a couple more. Okay, so it's been around 50 minutes that this has been sat for the second rise. So you can see that they puffed up a little bit. That means it's ready to go in the oven. I preheated the oven at 170 degrees. So we're gonna bake these for 10 to 12 minutes. Again, depending on your oven, I'd say just keep an eye on them. And once the top starts to turn golden, it means it's ready. Okay, it's gonna go in the oven now.
I wanna love all I can on you. No one really knows.
Straight out of the oven, you're going to brush the donuts with the melted butter while they're still hot and then coat them in sugar on all sides.
All my friends pulled up for
Last one. So all the donuts are done. They're actually good as it is, but we're gonna put some jam inside in the center. Just make sure your jam is quite thick and there's no big pieces of fruit so it doesn't get stuck in this pastry bag. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a small slit just in the center. So what I have here is just one of those pastry bags. I'm just going to fill it with some strawberry jam, and then we are going to squeeze it in the center until you start feeling it push back.
Baby, I know life's better.
all done. Look at the jam oozing out of that. Which one should I have? I think I might go for this one right there. Taste test, guys.
When our time winds up, I bet it all on us. All my friends.
Guys, the texture inside is just like a fried donut, but they're baked.
Just living it up. Baby, I know life's better when I'm with you.
These are melt in your mouth, guys. I'm not lying. Oh my God, so good. Fluffy, soft. These are just perfect.
Goodbyes could mean gone too soon.
So there it is, guys. Baked jammy donuts. You can also put like hazelnut filling, some custard filling, but for me, strawberry jam filling is just the best. I'm going to go have another one and I'll see you later. Bye.
Let this song play while I dance with you. Cause one day there won't be no one around. And I wanna love while I can on you. No one really knows when it's all said and done. But when our time winds up, I bet it all on us. All my friends put